You introduce please the Ida's character and say why you decide to perform this character? Yes.
Well, first of all, David Kelly is one of the exec producers of this show. David Kelly produced The Practice that I was on some years ago and won an Emmy for because the character was so great. And he asked if I would do this, and I didn't say no without looking at it, but didn't say yes without looking at it, but I was prepared to because of David Kelly. Then I found out it's a Stephen King project, and even more impelled to take the job, and then Jack Bender too. So the three people in charge were very much influencing me to do it. Then I read the novel. I liked it very much. The character's not in the novel. The character they felt they should add because when you go from the page to the screen, it's a very different reality. And he would have seen that he was the hero was so alone, with no one, caring for him and saying, "What's going on? How are you?" and being a sane person. So they decided they'd give him a neighbor who was nosy about how he was, and wanted to be mindful of the bad way he was taking his retirement, how he was going downhill, and to try and save him from his own destructive patterns. So it was it's a good character. It's a good character choice for them to add to this show. So that's why I'm doing it.
That's good.
So
okay, thank you. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
It's fine. So you read the book, but your character's not in the book?
No, but I read the book to know the world.
Right. So can you tell me kind of what you took from the book that you've...
Well, I took what you always say from a Stephen King book, which is aside from the horror and the scariness, the characters. He's a great creator of characters, so you're instantly interested and captivated by them within a few paragraphs, because he just draws you into where they are in life, the existential reality of where they are in life. And he's just magical that way. So all the characters were very, very real to me. So I knew the world that I was coming into. And, the character, as they've created her, fits. She fits right in.
Can you talk a little bit about working with such a great actor like Brendan Gleeson?
Oh, well, that's another reason to take the job. I mean, he's not that well known in America, but of course he's about to be. It was intimidating because he is so great, and he's also a reticent man. He's a man of few words, and he's a big man, physically very big man, and so naturally there's an instinctive desire to have him think you're good, to please him, to have him glad that he's doing a scene with you. So I was a little insecure, but he sensed that because he's a sensitive actor. And I'm sure he encounters that a lot in other actors. They're like a little And so he is a very, very generous man. And very complimentary of a scene if you did well. Very complimentary. And so my stuff is all with Brendan. I don't interact with any other character so far, except a little bit with Jerome. From Ida's point of view, Jerome is the guy who mows his lawn. She doesn't know that he's doing all this incredibly brilliant computer stuff with him. So I really relate only to Bill Hodges, and so whether I'd come into Charleston to do 2 lines or 5 scenes, I would know it was always with Brendan. So who would turn that down? It's a very desirable situation. And I did some good work, and it was because of him, I think. And Jack's a great director. We had Jack a lot.
He's done a lot of great stuff.
And he did a lot of our episodes, which is, I don't know how he's keeping track of everything, but he directed a lot of our episodes. He's a very humane, he's a very sensitive director. He was an actor. He knows the things that you've got to have and got to understand to do. So he was great. It's really a happy job. I think everybody was very happy to be doing this job. Happy company.
What has been for you the most challenging scene to shoot in this TV series? Not only in a physical way, but I would say also in an emotional way.
Well, it's always a little challenging because Bill Hodges does not want Ida's interest. First of all, he wants her to just be a distant neighbor, and she wants to talk to him about how he's letting his life go to hell in a handcart because of his retirement, and he's going to die if he continues to drink and eat like he does and sleep in a chair and live in disarray. So he's always resisting her. So it's actually hard to always have that relationship with an actor. But very slowly, Ida wins her way into his heart to the degree that he knows she genuinely cares about him, and he's grateful for it at a certain distance. Well, I did have one hard scene to shoot, which was a nude scene for which I even had a double, but even just acting the preamble for it, that she's going to, drop her robe she's saying, look, it's pretty good, so I'm your neighbor, so I don't know what the problem is. So even just playing all around that, and I had a couple of scenes where I had to say, look at this picture of, I'm your neighbor. It's like, wouldn't it be nice? It's a little embarrassing, but I got on her side. Holland got on her side. I said, what is wrong with you? There's nothing wrong with me. There's something wrong with you. And I can fix it for you.
I think we're wrapped. Good job.
I forgot. We're jumping. I'm jumping.
You're jumping. You're coming with me.